With Kamala Harris being Joe Biden's new vice presidential pick, Donald Trump is reviving an old tactic he used against President Obama. And that tactic, of course, is racism. Because honestly, did you not see that coming? Really? Well, okay, anyway. So now a reporter asked Donald Trump at a Thursday news conference for his thoughts about some claims about Kamala Harris not being eligible to become president or vice president to serve in office, at least in that higher office, because they claim that she's not an American citizen. Ridiculous, right? But okay. Let's go to that question here. Trump responded by saying, I just heard that. I heard it today that she doesn't meet the requirements. By the way, the lawyer that wrote the piece, and there was a piece in Newsweek, and this is where this conservative, narrative is coming from. It was published by Newsweek, and they said the lawyer that wrote that piece is highly qualified, very talented lawyer. He's also wrong. I have no idea if that's right. I would have assumed the Democrats would have checked that out before she gets chosen to run for vice president, but that's very serious. You're saying that she doesn't qualify because she wasn't born in this country. Now, the reporter, of course, said, oh, no, she was born in this country, but opponents say that her parents did not receive their permanent residency at that time. Okay, so that's the gist of it. I didn't have the video, obviously, but okay. So that's what he's talking about. So he's saying, oh, the person that wrote it's a very good lawyer. There's people are saying that Kamala Harris just can't run as vice president because she's not an American. No. Same thing that they used against Barack Obama. You guys remember the birth certificate, right? Any minute now, his investigators in Hawaii are going to come up with the birth certificate. Okay, they're going to find that thing and they're going to say, "Aha, knew it, knew it." Obama, invalid. Dude, Obama's been out of office for quite some time, and also he's an American citizen as well. I mean, ridiculous, right? It's a complete crock of garbage. Look, in reality, we know there's no investigation. It was a racist dog whistle, and now he's bringing it back because it worked last time. That's what it was. The argument promoted in Newsweek and by right-wing groups is that Harris, again, is not a natural-born citizen, as defined by the 14th Amendment, because her parents, an economist who emigrated from Jamaica and a cancer researcher who immigrated from India, were not. But you know what? It sounds like those are the kinds of people we want in the country, right? Educated, people that are educated, hardworking. Yeah, I thought we wanted those people in the country, Donald Trump. Oh no, but of course they're brown, so we can't have them, right? Hey, that's what Trump supporters say. I can't have them. Can't have them. So now, here's the thing: if you are born here in America on American soil, even to non-American non-American citizen parents, then you are a citizen. That's the 14th Amendment. Literally, it's in the Constitution. That said, when has Donald Trump ever cared about the Constitution? He literally does not know any amendment other than the first and second. If it's past the second, you've lost him already, right? If you're trying to explain. And so he doesn't care, probably doesn't understand. But here's the thing. Conservatives have been wanting to get rid of the 14th Amendment. Why? Because, you've heard the argument before. Anchor babies. Why do we got to take care of people born in the United States? If they were from other countries, why do they got to be citizens? That's what they say. Well, you know what? If they did that, none of us would be an American. Unless, of course, they had some sort of arbitrary cutoff point, which you would have to have. But that would be a completely ridiculous proposition. I mean, it's so stupid. Also, incredibly racist. But that's, of course, that's what birtherism is all about. And it is funny that they're going to go to this, right? It's a gross attack. It's a garbage attack. It's disgusting. There's a lot of things that you could disagree with Kamala Harris for, but you're going to attack her on this? What is wrong with you? Again, it's, I mean, look at the attacks that they've levied against her so far. For one, it's, hey, not born here. Ridiculous. Radical left. Ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. I wish Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were half as leftist as the right wing paints them, right? I wish she were a pawn of the radical Bernie Sanders far left movement. That would be fantastic. Everything that we've seen says that she will govern, and her and Biden will be a very centrist ticket, which is exactly what the Democrats, the Democratic establishment, had planned from the beginning. They were never going to let somebody like Bernie Sanders just run away with the election without fighting them tooth and nail, and that's what they did. Okay, and so they also, interestingly enough, I showed you a video yesterday of Kellyanne Conway trying to make the argument that, well, I cannot believe Kamala Harris went after people for smoking marijuana. Dude, have you seen your own administration? Do you remember the time when Jeff Sessions basically said, we're going to go after the states that have legalized marijuana? We don't care. We're going to ignore states' rights, and we're going to go after people who smoke weed anyway. Again, do you understand not only irony, but also hypocrisy, right? You're going to try to go after Kamala Harris from the left on weed while being to the right of her on weed, or at least in the same lane? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, they also call her phony, which, look, she's a politician. So I think most politicians are phony. And, you might disagree with me on that. But that said, I'm not here to argue for or against Kamala Harris. And I'm certainly not going to be a Kamala stan, right? I'm just going to say that these attacks on her are false and gross and bullshit, because they are, I mean, look, that's all the right wing has, is just complete and utter racist bullshit, like the birther movement. And unfortunately, here we go. We got to fight against it. Yep. All right. I'm going to take a break. We're going to come back. More stuff. We have the post office, and then we've got the Alex Morse stuff. So we're going to talk about that. Read some super chats as well, and stay right here, right? Also, like and share the stream if you haven't already, and we'll be back in a minute on The Nation.